Hey everybody, Zach with IT Career Questions. Today I am building a new computer. That's really all that this live feed is about, because what I'm going to do is take the video from the live feed and make another video with it. So I'm just making things easier on myself, and I figured it's New Year's Eve. Let's just do a live video. Why not? So that's all this video is going to be. New computer. That's it. This is really cheap, a really cheap build. So that's about all that you guys can expect out of this video, and I'm already breaking stuff. So good deal. Good deal. I love breaking new stuff already. It's always fun. So let me pull up the actual feed here. And then I can get started on this. So I went a super cheap route for this new build. Basically, I was trying to go almost as cheap as I possibly could, because I am not a huge Windows user. I'm not very big on the PCs. So I didn't really care too much on spending a lot of money on quality stuff. It wasn't really my intentions. So I just went AMD, and this is what I bought for the processor. So perfectly fine and happy with that. I'm primarily a Mac user when I'm at home, so I don't need to spend a ton of money on a Windows PC, because I'd much rather use a Mac anyway. So the only reason why I'm building this primarily is to do a little bit of gaming and stuff, and I'll have kind of a server made from it. I'll do some VMs and stuff on there. But then I bought this video card just so I could do some gaming. So it's a bit of an upgrade from what I have currently. So I spent in total, maybe like $400 on the whole thing. So that's totally reasonable. I'm totally happy spending $400 on a whole brand new computer, with the video card, with a case, with a motherboard, with RAM, with a solid state drive, with a new power supply, and it's even modular. So I'm alright with that. I'm recycling another old hard drive and some old fans. Fans are even dusty. They're dusty as hell. So I'm alright with that. No big deal. So basically, I just kind of want to get this thing started, because I'd really like to get it knocked out of the way. There's a lot of crap that has to be done to this thing still. Haven't even gotten started. Just took off one side of the case. And, I don't know. Building a computer is really probably one of the easiest things, I think, that you can do when you're learning stuff about computers. Probably, maybe. There's not really too much to it. The great thing nowadays when you're trying to build a computer is you can YouTube a video, and if you get stuck on something, you can just YouTube, like, how do I put this part in, or how do I put that part in, or, what goes where. And it's usually fairly easy. So back in my day, when I was first building computers, you didn't have the power of YouTube as it is today to research that stuff. So it not that it was as hard, but you just didn't have those resources. Nowadays, if you guys are looking to learn this stuff, it's really easy, because you can just go on YouTube and pretty much follow somebody step by step on what they're doing. So I am going to go ahead, unbundle all of these wires here, because I am going to try to do as much cable management as I can here. For this build, I'm really not too concerned with cable management just because I'm going a super cheap route. Again, cheap as I possibly could because I really don't care. So the cable management, I don't really care. I don't care if it looks terrible. Nobody's going to look at it. So I'm just going to use it. It's not to show off. It's not what it's about. This is my favorite part of the whole thing. Taking off the plastic. That's the best part. Taking the plastic off. It's so exciting. It's exhilarating. Yeah, laptops are even worse to tear apart and put back together. I hate taking apart laptops. There's like a bajillion, million, trillion little screws. So, they suck. So go ahead and pop open this. Just a gigabyte motherboard for the AMD. Includes some nice pretty blue SATA cables. A nice pretty plate. Wow. I haven't seen these in forever. IDE cables, really? Really? Here's the motherboard. Yeah, nothing too exciting, fancy, or anything going on here. I'm not gonna like liquid cool this thing. Hell, I didn't even buy an additional cooler for the processor. I'm just gonna use the one that came with it. So I'm not gonna overclock it. There will be no overclocking whatsoever. Put that there. Put this stupid thing in. These right here are probably the worst to put in because they bend so easily. It actually went in pretty smooth. So, has some screws here. Hopefully, just line it up and go. 'Cause that would be brilliant. We just line this bad boy up and go. Oh, come on, don't make me take off the fan. I really don't want to take off the fan. I really just wanted it to be a smooth, quick process. Alright, so we need one, two screws, 3 screws. I didn't even count all the screws. Hang on. 1, 2. More. Okay. Need a couple screws. Yeah, that's what YouTube's for. YouTube's all about learning and entertainment and learning. YouTube is a very, very resourceful tool. I wish I really had YouTube back in the day when I first got into IT. Because I would have learned a shit ton. Now you guys get to learn a shit ton very easily. Right, sure. Worst part about having fat fingers is trying to put in frickin' screws. I swear to God. Little screws are the worst. Jeez, come on. The purpose of this PC is primarily for gaming, and I will also throw a couple VMs on it. The primary objective here is just for gaming, because I don't really have a gaming machine that's adequate anymore. The gaming machine I have currently is 5 years old, has an old like AMD 5750 video card in it, has an old AMD Athlon, no, what is it? Some piece of crap processor in it, basically. It's garbage. It's complete garbage. And the motherboard only supports 8 gigs of RAM. I don't even. I mean, what do you think you need to build a couple of cheap workstations for? Usually, you can build one nice big one, and have a bunch of VMs, and you're pretty solid. Usually, 2 is pretty ideal. Like 2 workstations is pretty good to have. Screwed it out all the way. We'll make it feet. Filament stuck in here. So many freaking screws in here, and not the one that I want. It's alright. Yeah, that machine's old, man. 8 gigs, nothing. I got the new Google Pixel phone. It's pretty sweet. You guys checked it out yet? It's awesome. Love that thing. I'd recommend that phone to anybody because it is really good. Let's see if I can get this screw out. Now hopefully I can get the motherboard in here. Get this show on the road. Sounds like I have kids coming down to complain about something.
Daddy,
what's up?
Candy hit me in the arm right here.
Hit you in the arm right there? Why'd she hit you in the arm right there?
Because I wanted to close my door.
Why'd you want to close your door?
Because it was too cold in my room.
Well, why didn't she want to close the door? Huh?
Because I wanted to leave where I could get warm air in there. And then she hit me.
She hit you?
Mhm.
Well, tell her not to hit you. Hey, is it okay?
Mhm. I'm okay.
Can I see it? You know what I might have to do though? I might have to cut it off if it hurts.
No, it
Doesn't? Well, does it or doesn't it? Are you sure? Yeah, I think I might put Windows 10 on it. My current Windows machine, the one that's only got the 8 gigs of RAM, that thing's running Windows 10. To be quite honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Windows 10. I don't really like it. But, you know, this is coming from somebody who uses Windows 7 all day at work, and then I come home and I get on my Mac, mostly. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent OS. It's just, I don't know. It's not what I thought it was going to be, I guess. I thought it would be better. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be better.
Where's Courtney?
Courtney went to the store.
For what?
She wanted to buy some crap.
Huh.
You know her. She always likes to buy stuff.
I know.
Doesn't she?
Mhm.
I know. What the heck? Yeah, since I'll mainly use this for gaming, I'll probably put Windows 7 on it. I don't know. I honestly haven't decided yet. Let's see. Oh man, where'd that screw go? There it is. The PowerShell comment, Chris over at PC Addicts. If you do a search for PC Addicts Live, he has a few PowerShell videos, and he can definitely help get you started in the wonderful world of PowerShell. Other than that, I know there's a few others out there. I can't think of them off the top of my head, their names. that have done videos on PowerShell, but I mean, especially that I would recommend, I guess. But if you just do a search on the YouTube for PC Addicts Live, and then search his channel for the PowerShell, he's got some decent videos. And I can't recommend books because, like me personally, I cannot read a book to learn technology. I have to be completely hands-on. Yeah, there's a crap ton of other IT channels out there. There's lots of great IT channels out there. I'm just one of many in a herd of tons and millions and trillions of tech channels out there. I'm just a little IT guy in the big world. And I haven't noticed any bugs on Windows 10 per se. I just don't like the way that it functions. It's too much like Windows 8 for me. I mean, it has those similarities to Windows 7 and stuff, but I mean, I'm just not a fan of that whole system. I don't like how that works. It's not my thing. It's too flashy, I guess, for me. I guess I kind of like the basic. I mean, you're coming from a guy who started off with like Windows 95 was the first the first Windows operating system that I ever used was Windows 95. So from Windows 95 to Windows 98 to Windows 2000 to God, I even messed with ME for a little bit. To XP. So the specs is here. Try to see if I can. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, I guess. This is the cheap Gigabyte motherboard. The EVGA version of the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. The AMD FX. This is the 6300. And then I got 16 gigs of some G.Skill DDR3. I think it's DDR3. Yeah. DDR3. RAM. A cheap Kingston 120 gig solid state drive. And Corsair 550 watt modular power supply. And then this case was like $40 or something on Amazon. So all in all, I think I spent like $400 on this build. So I'm getting away dirt cheap in my opinion. I only say that because the last two PCs I bought were not even PCs. The last two computers that I bought were Macs, and they were a lot more expensive than this. And I need a smaller screwdriver. Son of a gun. I don't think I had one down here. Oh, I can use one of these. Hopefully one of these will work. Find out. Mr. Hernandez, there is a website. I can't pull it up right now, obviously, because I'm doing this. But I think you should be able to Google it. You can, I think, if you Google like power supply calculator for a computer or something like that, you should pull up like a website that'll let you plug in basically everything that you're going to put inside of your computer, and it'll tell you how many watts you need. That would be the simple way for you to do it if you aren't unfamiliar. For me, I know that 550 or the 550 is more than enough because I'm only going to have a video card in here and a solid state drive and probably one little hard drive. I might throw another solid state in here just to run programs. I haven't really decided that part yet, to be honest with you. I have a couple spare solid states, so it depends on if I'm feeling saucy enough or not. But typically, unless you are running, say, like a solid state, like 4 hard drives and like 2 video cards and a bunch of fans, then you'll need something like a 900 watt power supply or something. But thank you, Lateron. That's probably exactly what I was thinking of. I knew that there was something out there that pretty much did that. Alright. So, after 25 minutes of screwing around with the motherboard, that's finally in. Thank goodness. This is going to take me a long time. I have a bad feeling. It was going to take my time, I think. But, whatever. As cheap as solid states are getting, shouldn't take much to upgrade. Yeah, no. I think this solid state was like $40. And I just went like the cheapest route that I could get. $47 is how much this 120 gig solid state drive cost. You can't beat that for $47. I mean, honestly. Like, that's ridiculously cheap. That's like my 7th solid state hard drive that I have. So we're doing alright. There'll be no CD drive in this stupid thing. The price, I believe, for the hard drive or just all together? Once I put out the full video for this, I'll give you guys the exact pricing on everything. And I'll link to it all. I don't know off the top of my head. I believe I spent probably around $400. To be honest with you, I think AMD puts out some good products. I know that everybody has their own opinions, of course, and everybody is, either anti-AMD or anti-Intel. I like them both. I think they both kind of have their purpose. The only reason why I can tell you that I absolutely love AMD is because they're cheap. They're absolutely cheap, and they work. They do their job. They do their job very well for how cheap they are. So we need you used microphone. I'm using some cheap ass microphone right now. I apologize. I'm not trying to get crazy right now. Trying to think what I want to put in next. Need to put in the processor. Need to put in some RAM. Need to put in the power supply. We'll go power supply. No, actually super cheap PC means I got a GPU too. And it was still like $400 for the entire thing. That was the most expensive thing out of the whole thing. That cost $160. Video card was $160 with tax. Shipped to my door. And out of all of this, that was the most expensive. Got this power supply. This power supply right here, I think, was only like $60, which is a frickin' deal. I don't know the last. I don't think I've ever seen a modular power supply that dirt cheap in my entire life, to be quite honest. Water cooling, I love water cooling. I definitely think water cooling is great. I decided not to get water cooling for this thing because, again, I'm not going to be doing any overclocking. I don't think it's necessary for what I am doing. And I wanted to go the cheapest I possibly could. So that's why, again, the most money I spent was on the video card, because that's kind of what I needed it. What I wanted to do with it was do some gaming. I mean, we'll see how this thing performs. Yeah, GPU is always the most expensive part, for sure. I mean, I could have went cheaper. I could have got a video card for like $80 or something like that. That was like the other one that I was looking at, but I decided to splurge and spend a little bit more money. So, I'm happy that I did. Completely happy with that. Alright. This one's really nice. I really like the look and feel of this. Very nice, very nice. Corsair probably has one of the sweetest logos. I love that logo for whatever reason. It's pretty sweet. I think it has some plastic on it. I gotta get this plastic off. It's gonna drive me nuts. You have to bear with me. This is only 550 watts. This is more than enough for what I'm doing. What do I play? The only thing that I've been playing recently is World of Warcraft, to be completely honest. I have some stuff on Steam, like, Batman Arkham City, that I'll play from time to time, just because that game's a lot of fun. Flying around and stuff like that. But, I don't really do a lot of gaming at all. But when I want to play games, I want to actually enjoy the actual time that I have to play the games. Building PC in the 90s and 512 RAM. Yeah, I wish I could afford a GPU with 8 gigs of dedicated memory there. That would be pretty sick, indeed. Just come with screws. Just come with screws. Yeah, I think I remember the first PC that I actually bought with my own money, like that I actually purchased, was back in 1999, and it was like I can't remember the processor, which is really terrible, but I do remember that it only had like 64 megs of RAM, 128 megs of RAM. I think it had 128 megs of RAM actually. Yeah, and a 20 gig hard drive. 20 gigabyte hard drive. And back then I was like, man, that's not enough. That's totally not enough. I need more hard drive space. That was so long ago. That's like 17 years ago now. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I was like that with Warcraft 2 when it first came out, for sure. I don't think a lot of people never saw me again. Ah, shoot. But I haven't played it in a few years. Like over 6 years. because that's how old my kid's gonna be. Shoot. She will be 6 years old in April, so I was like, I'm all right. I can play this game again. God darn it. Son of a bee. I'm just gonna stick this thing up. It'll be much easier instead of being a Pollock about it. Come on. I need like a screw guide for this stupid thing. I just bought a 4 terabyte hard drive. Screwdriver's all messed up. It's alright. 4 terabyte hard drive on Black Friday. It's like $100. And I was like freaking out. It's like, oh my gosh, how is this only $100? I think it was less than $100 maybe even. I don't remember. I just remember adding it to my shopping cart saying, yeah, this is like the best deal ever in the whole wide world. This will be PC number 3 in the house, plus the older IBM server that I have, plus 2 Macs. So I'm probably overloaded on PCs, plus 2 3D printers. I have way too much technology going on in this house. But to be honest, it's never enough. I mean, let's be real. Yeah, lots more. Lots and lots more. Am I right? Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the cable management part of it. I'm going to throw these behind here for now. And this is a PC that nobody's going to actually look at. It's going to sit behind my computer desk. And the only thing that you're going to note about it is that you're going to hear it, probably. And you're like, what the heck is that noise? Why is it so loud? Because I'm sure this thing is going to be pretty loud. I also just wanted to see how the power supply looked in there too. I do things unorthodox. Get rid of that. So much crap here. Yeah, here's one of the 3D printers right here. I love this bad boy. This is my favorite 3D printer right here. By far. Airwolf. Don't mind the hearts. Airwolf 3D. That printer's the stuff right there. It's the bee's knees, let me tell you. Alright. I don't know what I want to put in next. I'm debating. Probably should put a processor in, I guess. I have to. I think I have know if this stuff's any good. This stuff's been sitting around forever. Well, it's still coming out. That's a good sign. Put some of that on. You need a 3D printer, because needing a 3D printer and wanting a 3D printer, let me tell you. There's some gook on that. That was weird. There's a little black gook on this freaking process, on the end of the heatsink there. So, we'll wait for that. Let's try to line this stupid thing out. God, it's been so long since I built a computer. Should be like riding a bike, right? Nope. Bet it goes. It goes that way. Oh, it's so pretty. It's oh so pretty. Like a little nick on the top of this thing. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, I may at some point get a different heatsink for this thing, but for right now, I just don't care. That should be enough. This should be good to go. It was a little gushy. I might have put a tad too much on there. We'll find out when this thing starts smoking on me later. It definitely works both ways. white. Alright. Put some RAM in. I think if I were to upgrade heat sinks, or sorry, if I were to upgrade, I would probably just go liquid cooling at this point. It wouldn't make much sense to me to just buy a regular old-fashioned heatsink nowadays. Don't have a bay for. I guess the solid state would probably fit in there. Let's see. Let's check it out. I think they've come a long way in liquid cooling nowadays, especially like where it was even a few years ago. They've definitely advanced those technologies quite a bit. I wouldn't be too worried. I mean, that's just me, but to each their own. Man, it's really not going to sit in there unless I do that, I bet. There we go. It works. What's up, George? I've never heard of that either. I know my friends who are big time into gaming and building PCs, they all do liquid cooling, and they get crazy when it comes to this type of stuff. I, on the other hand, could give two shits. I just build something and make it work for me. And like I said, this was the cheapest route that I could possibly go. And I'm alright with that. Probably mount the fan in the front. You have slots for fans on the top. I won't worry about that yet. I'm going to see how it performs before I start getting crazy with fans. And then I'll need to know. I'll find out where I can put them and whatnot. This is really weird how it bulges. I don't like that. It looks kind of goofy. So I could put the 4 terabyte in here. Get kind of crafty. I don't really know if I want to put the 4 terabyte drive in here. I don't know if I have another drive that I can use. This one from an old server, 500 gig, 7200 hard drive. I gotta be able to get it out of here. Perfect. That'll work. How'd I learn? Fixing shit, breaking shit. Of course, this one, these back ones have a special frickin' pin for it. It's ridiculous. That's not gonna work. Darn it. Alright. Okay, this build just got a little bit more expensive. So I'm gonna put a new hard drive in there. Why don't these ever line up? That is ridiculous. Seriously, don't line up? Oh, it lines up there, huh? Oh, fine. Yeah, now it's probably up to like $450 maybe. I don't know. I'll put a complete price list once I get it all up and done and ready. I'll include include links. So the most expensive part was this right here. $160 shipped. That's it. And that's not even too great. That's not even something that's like top of the line. Alright. So I'll start figuring out the cable management portion of this build. A recommendation about a monitor, and get whatever monitor you want. Get whatever makes you happy. That's my recommendation about a monitor. I use a 32-inch TV for my monitor. It's 1080p, of course, so don't worry. Tie these off real quick. Audio, USB. Okay. This part is going to be hard to tuck and hide this stuff, probably. Go ahead and dip this through here. tuck that. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck ass. Let me tell you. I don't think I like that. Should have done this a little differently. Either. Son of a bitch. I could run it up that way. But I won't like that either. The video card will be in the way. That's how it's got to be. It's lame. That right there, that's lame. That's alright. I'll live.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Rebuilding this computer?
No. For what?
I don't know.
Oh, will you come here?
Why?
I need you.
What do you mean? I'm doing a live stream. What do you need? You want to show me what you bought at Kohl's? You had to spend all your Kohl's cash today? So important. Yeah, the wife approached, that's for sure. She just got back from Kohl's. She had to go spend her Kohl's cash. Gotta spend my Kohl's cash. Are you serious, bro? Those are the specs. I'm going to see. This'll work. No, that's not gonna work. Shoot, that one's definitely not gonna work. now. This one for the PCI. I don't really know any coding languages beside HTML, CSS, PHP, and then I know PowerShell, but it's so hard to consider that like a coding language, I guess. But it could be. We can start tying in all this stuff. Yeah, Java is a great language to start learning. A lot of people would tell you to start learning Java right away. Once you learn Java, you can definitely learn a lot from there. There's one pin I'm looking for. I don't see it. Reset. Speaker. USB. USB 1. Shoot. I feel like I'm overlooking stuff right now. Got people coming over to the house. Can't concentrate. This cable management, I'm telling you right now, is going to be hideous. Start off with HTML and CSS2. What is her Java? Start with. Yeah, Java is definitely the stuff. If I were to start to learn how to code, if that was something at all that I had any interest in whatsoever, I would definitely learn Java. But I have no interest in it. It just does not sound appealing to me. I don't have a very good imagination. I feel like, or at least a design imagination. I don't think I could put anything to use trying to code something. Probably drive myself crazy. I feel like designers are pretty forward thinkers. Or developers, I mean. Sorry, developers are definitely forward thinkers. You have to be. And me, I'm not so much. This is always like the worst part right here. Hate this part. Oh my gosh, come on. Java, still. I'd still learn Java. There's a lot of people who, there's a lot of good uses for Java. Am I looking to upgrade parts in the future on this machine? Probably not. I mean, the only thing I think that I would actually upgrade on this machine is maybe the RAM and maybe some liquid cooling. That's it. Other than that, like, the next time that I'll probably upgrade a Windows machine would be 5 years from now. And at that point, I would build an entirely new machine. Know what I'm saying? guess I can moment of truth this bad boy real quick and see if it's even going to turn on. That would probably be a good idea. I hate zip ties. Always twist ties. Twist tie. It comes with zip ties, which drive me insane. But I am gonna use the twist ties. But I should probably power this thing on first and make sure that it actually will work. It might explode on me, so see what happens. Well, it turns on. That's a good thing. This fan doesn't spin very fast. That fan doesn't spin very fast at all. Well, it powers on. I thought it had lights in it or something though. For some reason I thought it lit up. That rear fan ain't doing shit. It's like doing nothing at all. Holy crap. Alright. Well, I know it turns on. That's a good thing. I just want to double check connections now. I gotta get the what you call it? Can't think. Video card plugged in. I'm really concerned about that fan. I could have swore this stupid thing lit up. Or something. I thought it had some kind of lighting to it or something. Could be completely wrong though. That smelled funny. I think I smell burnt hair upstairs. I think the girls are doing hair. That's a great question. I don't see a fan speed controller. Usually they typically have it up here somewhere, but I don't see it. Maybe I need to adjust it in the BIOS or something, or in the system once I get it turned on. This thing doesn't come off neither. Might have to look into that a little bit more. It's just really weird that it spins so slow, because that's going to do absolutely nothing for me. check this thing. And go to the good old instructions. Just double check it all. Top comes off. Interesting. Huh. Might have. I'm pretty sure that's right. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's all right. It's like the front of the case has LEDs, but I don't know. Well, that's weird. We'll check this bad boy out. I could try to do something here right quick. It would be that. So what I think would happen. I don't know. We'll find out. I still don't see any LEDs. I still don't see any. Huh. Whatever. I'm done screwing with it. Let's just get this thing over and done with. I guess I gotta get this stuff all out of here first. That's coming out too. I don't know if it can run Chrysler, to be honest with you. I didn't look that up. Man, I'm gonna go one more deep. Might get some CPU, GPU bottlenecking. Yeah, you should see my other machine. You want to talk about bottlenecking? That whole thing is a cluster. My fiance is doing our her stepdad's daughter's hair, and it's a disaster. And she is up there screaming her head off. It is. It sounds terrible. Sounds like she is being murdered. No lie. Her hair's terrible. I'm down here building a computer. Little guy. Shit. What's up, Zazen? This thing? Really? Seriously? I thought this thing would require some... I didn't even look at that. Holy shit. Does not require additional power? Seriously? How did I not look at that? How did I not notice that? That's a little bit worrisome to me, to be honest with you. I don't know if this thing will perform very well. It's kind of a shocker. I mean, we'll give it a run. We'll see what happens. But to not need additional power, alright. I mean, I guess, alright. That's shocking to me. Let's see. Yeah, it goes on and everything. So, we'll see. No, this thing is cheap as hell. This thing, I guess with the added 4 terabyte hard drive, is maybe like $450. It's very, very cheap. It's very good. You cannot buy a PC this quality for that cheap. How about that? You will never be able to buy a computer that has this amount of quality for as cheap as I'm spending. Ever. So now the fun part is trying to manage the cables the best that I can. See what happens. I'm really worried about this one fan though. Jesus. Could get another fan in there. I wanted to. Probably should. I'll play with it. I'll play with it in a bit. up, dude?
Do you know where your phone is?
Which phone?
Your work phone?
Yeah, why?
Because I want to play with my kitty.
The game on my phone?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she needs to eat.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
Please.
I don't know.
Please?
I don't know.
Okay, just tell me where your phone is.
No.
Yes.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Because I need to feed my kitty.
Let me see.
Please.
Nah.
Ugh.
Or not. It's in my bedroom. It's in my bedroom on the dresser. Doubt that's gonna close. That'll work for me. Done screwing with it. There we go. I'll be alright with that. I'll live. I'm doing, I'm done now. Now it's built. Now I need to turn it on and install an operating system. That's what's going on now. Need to clean up my mess. So, probably unplug that machine. I gotta see what OSs I have on my machine. Can't decide if I want to do Windows 10 or Windows 7 though. That's going to be my hang up. Probably just do Windows 7. Just cause. I already have a Windows 10 machine. Oh, RAM, 16 gigs of some G.Skill DDR3. It's the stuff right here. That's the RAM. It's a 120 gigabyte solid state drive. I'm not doing 10. Windows 10 blows. Here, check. Let's see. I already have a Windows 10 machine. Look at this. Watch this. Hold on. You're going to see something cool right here. It's a 6-core processor. It's kind of hard to do with this light, with my flashlight. Let's see if... Alright. It's there. 3D printed. And then... Bam! So that's completely 3D printed. A 3D printed picture. It's freaking amazing. So again, that's how it looks. Here. That's how it looks. Just regular. And then when you put a light behind it, I love being a nerd. anyway, change settings on main board for CPU. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to change some stuff. I haven't even turned it on with a monitor yet, and plugged it all in yet. So I'll have to do that here shortly. I just want to get everything cleaned up a little bit before I start making a bigger mess. Tell a little bit about AMD and Intel. Intel's better. Intel is always better. The only reason why I got AMD is because it's cheaper, and it's still good. It's just not as good. AMD produces great products for a great price. I just don't think they can compete. I just don't believe they compete as well with the Intel products. They do well, just whatever. They're cheaper. Computer support, yeah, it's still a decent career. VGA, this thing doesn't even have VGA. Nobody uses VGA anymore. This thing has DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort. So, DVI, HDMI, DisplayPort. That's it. No VGA. VGA is garbage. It's old school. I don't know what version of DisplayPort. I never even use DisplayPort. I never use it, ever. I got the wrong box here. I don't know. DisplayPort. I'm just using HDMI. What Intel CPU would this one be? If you were to compare, this one would probably be comparable to like an i5 processor. Maybe comparable to an i5 processor. I need a flash drive. Cut this bullshit. Ever have a psychedelic experience? No. to unhook this other computer's monitor and stuff to use it. It's just a regular CPU fan. This is just a completely budget computer build. There is nothing whatsoever special about it. I wanted to spend as little money as completely possible. Why would you purchase a desktop at all to learn any of that stuff, Twin Cities? Why do you feel the need that you need to purchase something? How much did I spend? I spent between $400 and $450. Now I gotta unhook this machine. To the onboard. What am I thinking? There we go. I'm being lazy here. What's up with all the shootings in Chicago lately? Man, there's always shootings in Chicago. Chirac. Let's see what happens. There we go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Son of a bitch. I'm breaking shit. Yeah, someone definitely did just shoot my camera. Let's see. I keep missing my screen that I need. Damn it. Delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. There we go. Let's see. That's probably a better view. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Tech Crazy. I will post everything that I put in here. I put in the machine once I get done with. I'll put like a official video up once I get done with all of this, there'll be official video up. And yeah, I did see that Ronda Rousey got KO'd last night. That was pretty funny. I know a lot of people who love Ronda Rousey, and it's pretty funny that she got KO'd in like, what is it, like 48 seconds or something. So that's pretty amusing. So I'm just gonna go through this and look at everything real quick. The best and worst part of my job, man, that's a great question. Here, let's see, the best part of my job. I don't know. I really like my job. I enjoy my job. I enjoy working in technology. I enjoy helping people. The worst part of my job, it's hard to say. I don't know. Worst part of my job is probably some of, I don't know. Sometimes some of the things, people that I have to deal with, it just gets aggravating after a while. But it happens. Part of every job. Anything that you run into like that. Any job, you'll have things and people that annoy the shit out of you. And that happens. That's no big deal. Shit happens. Case open, yes. Like to adjust system fan control. How about you let me change that? Probably have to close the freaking case so I can do that. That's annoying. Alright, I'll put the cover on the case real quick. Right quick. See if this will let me adjust the stuff that I want to adjust. Alright, let me reboot. Would this PC play 4K? I think from the reviews and stuff that I was reading on everything, it should. God damn it, why can't I? It might play 4K. I don't know. I don't really care. I won't ever play anything that's 4K. I don't even have a 4K display to really make use of it. You know, that's something that I would really like to have, but that's not in my budget. Maybe one day. Maybe. What am I in charge of at my job? I'm in charge of a lot of stuff at my job. I do everything at my job. That's no lie. Hang on. Let me see if this thing's doing.
Daddy,
What's up, baby?
I found your phone.
You found my phone?
It was in your bedroom. Gotcha, gotcha.
Gotcha. Little brat. There we go. Anyway, what I'm in charge of is just doing everything. I do a lot of end user management support. A lot of server support, server creation, image creation, imaging. Why isn't this? That's that stupid hard drive. Why isn't this working? Should be booting right from this flash chip. Oh, maybe I have to enable legacy support or something.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Macy. What are you doing? Did you just take my phone, bro?
Yeah. I got the
What are you doing, Zanea?
cut these with the paper.
I didn't look to see if it had that, the UEFI. I wasn't looking for that. It might not. And then I'd really be a shit creek. doing?
Sorry. Daddy,
What?
can I take a video you painting something?
Me painting something?
No, printing something.
Printing something? There we go.
Hold on. Only for a little while.
I'm not going to tell you to bootleg an OS. Can't bootleg OSs. That's illegal. I just have this OS on a flash drive, even though... Oh, shit. I have a legit copy right here. Don't worry. It's completely legit. Completely. See? Windows 7 Ultimate right there. Even though this one isn't Windows 7, it's probably whatever. Too legit to quit. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Do... Well, that's not good. Okay, I'll screw with that later. Where to get cheap, legit OSs? Go to school. If you go to school, you can you get them for dirt cheap. If you enroll. Other than that, I have no idea. I don't know where you can get them for cheap. Sometimes businesses that you work for get a crazy good discount and deal for employees. If you know anybody who's in school and who has a school email address, just ask them to do it for you. They can get them really cheap. That's usually the cheapest way that you can get it. Other than that, there's not a good way. They're expensive. Stupid, crazy expensive. Pirate Bay. Pirate Bay. My goodness. Yeah, you get a lot of crazy good stuff from school. For sure. Another cute little pen. Wonder. What is this? Damn. I might do it anyway. We'll see. most about installing OSs from a flash drive is that it's so fast compared to a CD. CD takes forever. It's usually a fairly quick process. Who do I like better, Professor Messer or Eli the computer guy? They both do entirely different things. So, it's a hard question to answer. They both do really different things. Professor Messer is a better teacher probably than Eli the computer guy, but Eli the computer guy is real. He tells it to you real, straight up, no bullshit. He'll just tell you whatever you want to hear. Personality wise, Eli the computer guy.
Are you making a video or what?
A video? Yeah, I'm making a video.
Okay, he's just making something weird.
It's live. It's live, like TV. I'm not weird, you're weird. Don't call me weird, dude. Yeah, Eli's always pretty down on the computer support industry. For the most part, I would say he's pretty accurate. And he's been in it for a long time as well. So he sees things completely differently than a lot of people normally would. As far as I hate disagreeing with him, but I disagree with him on a lot of things. Definitely disagree with him on a lot, but I do agree with him on a lot. He does have a lot of valid points. Even like some of the stuff that I disagree with him on, like he goes into his whole spiels on things, like the computer repair technician thing not being a job anymore. He went into great detail on that. And there's definitely points that he made that I agreed upon, and there's definitely a lot of stuff that I disagreed on. And I can't recall off the top of my head, so don't even ask. But he knows his stuff. I definitely can tell you that. He knows what he's talking about. But when you talk about the future of IT, when somebody is going to tell you, this is what's going to happen with the future of IT, this is how things are going to be going forward, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea what's going to happen. So, there's that. I could tell you my opinion, and Eli Computer the guy can tell you his opinion, and Professor Messer can tell you his opinion, and Bill Gates could tell you his opinion, and shit. Not one of us would know truly what is going to happen with IT. It's web and graphic design better than computer support? I don't know about that. I think application like development and stuff, like if you're going to be a developer, that would probably be better than computer support. They pay more. But I don't know about web and graphic design. I mean, it's possibly, but I don't know. I feel like there's so many people that do web and graphic design, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I agreed with him when he said that if you you should look into being a developer over anything else, because a developer that's where the money's at. If I think that I had any interest in developing and learning how to code, I would totally take that route. But I'm not interested at all. I know a few people who went that route and got hired right out of college. Like literally, they graduated from college and got a job, paying like over 50 grand a year. I mean, right out of college, which around here, pretty good. And for just getting out of college, that's pretty good. And that's just starting out. You start out at 50 grand, so, you know, like most jobs, you advance and you hop around and you make more money, and just make a ton more money after that. Like I know one guy who I grew up with, I think he's making about $90,000 a year. He's been doing this for 8 years now, 9 years, something like that. So he's been doing it for a while. He makes great money. Yeah, boot camps are worth it. They teach you a lot. They go over a lot of crap in a short amount of time. And they kind of get you to the point, get you what you need to know. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm going to call this thing. I'm going to call it the Iron Throne. Next. Oh, look at that. I have a pretty desktop. Weird that the date says that it's 1/1/2017. It's, oh, it shows AM. Son of a B. Alright. King in the North, that's right. I don't know if I have a long enough Ethernet cable for this. If I do, pretty sure that I don't. Don't. No, I don't think that she should get naked more. Shit. Alright. I'm going to have to end this live stream because I need to take the Ethernet cable from the computer that I'm live streaming from to plug into this new computer. So, live stream is over. Sorry guys. I apologize. But thanks for watching. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for sticking around as long as you guys have. I appreciate that. I'll be back for more live streaming in the first of the year. Not the first of the year, not tomorrow probably, but the rest of 2017. Do some more live streaming. So, Happy New Year, everybody, and take it easy. And I'm going to unplug this thing, so live stream is going to quit.